Every year, as the Harmattan wind begins to blow and the calendar approaches December, a quiet countdown begins across the southeast Nigeria. It is not announced on television. It is not declared by government. Yet, everyone knows it is coming. The roads begin to fill. Transport fares rise. Markets stretch their operating hours. Airports overflow with passengers carrying boxes, suitcases, and stories. This is the annual migration. This is the great return home. In Southeast Nigeria, Christmas and New Year are not simply holidays. They are a season of identity, power, culture, economy, and remembrance. For a few intense weeks, cities expand, towns explode with life, and villages transform into metropolises. This documentary takes you inside the transformation. Every December, as November quietly fades into December, a transformation begins across Southeast Nigeria. It does not start with fireworks. It does not begin with music or celebrations. It begins with movement. Movement of people, movement of money, movement of purpose. From Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Benin, Uyo, Calabar, Accra, London, Houston, Toronto, and Johannesburg, millions begin a journey home. In the Southeast, December is not a holiday season. It is a return season. For many families, this is the only time of the year when fathers return home, when siblings reunite, when children finally meet grandparents they only know through phone calls. This is the month when the Southeast comes alive. To understand Christmas in the Southeast, one must first understand the Igbo idea of home. Home is not where you live. Home is where you belong. An Igbo man can live abroad for 30 years, speak another language daily, and own properties in several cities. Yet, December still pulls him back to his ancestral land. Christmas is the season when success must be accounted for, not on social media, not in newspapers, but physically. In the Southeast, houses must be painted, compounds must be cleared, roads must be graded, communities must feel your presence. Christmas is when achievements are measured. Who came home? Who renovated their father's house? Who sponsored a borehole? Who paid school fees for village children? This is why Christmas in the Southeast carries pressure, pride, and prestige. To understand Christmas in the Southeast, one must first understand the Igbo relationship with home. Home is not a memory. Home is an obligation. No matter how far an Igbo man travels, no matter how successful he becomes, no matter how long he stays away, December demands his presence. Christmas is when success is accounted for, not with words, but with action. A repaired road, a renovated house, a sponsored church project, a scholarship announcement. In the Southeast, success must return home. This is why Christmas is not optional. It is a cultural law. Christmas in the Southeast merges religion, tradition, economics, social ranking, community development. It is the only season when the village becomes the center of gravity. By the first week of December, Nigeria's transport system feels the impact of one region. Bus fares double overnight. Flights into Owerri and Enugu sell out. Interstate highways become rivers of headlights. The Asaba-Onitsha axis becomes one of the busiest corridors in West Africa. Cars carry bags of rice, boxes of clothes, freezers, televisions, generators, gifts. But more importantly, they carry expectation. December is when the village is watching. By early December, the signs are unmistakable. Major highways leading into the southeast choke with traffic. The Asaba-Onitsha bridge becomes a waiting line of ambition. Motor parks run 24 hours. Flights into Owerri and Enugu sell out weeks ahead. Families return from Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ghana, UK, USA, Canada, and across the globe. December is when the diaspora reconnects physically with their homeland. Onitsha is the commercial heartbeat of the southeast. In December, that heartbeat accelerates. The main market, Ochanja, building materials market, and the bridgehead market operates beyond normal capacity. Traders sleep inside shops. Goods arrive in bulk. Prices fluctuate daily. Transporters work day and night. Warehouses empty faster than they can be restocked. Onitsha in December is not chaotic. It is calculated urgency. Everything must be bought now because tomorrow may be too late. In December, Onitsha becomes Nigeria's busiest non-oil economy. The markets swell beyond capacity. Traders sleep inside shops. Goods move faster than they can be counted. Transport costs double. Food prices spike. Warehouses empty rapidly. Onitsha does not sleep in December. It negotiates. If Onitsha supplies goods, Aba supplies identity. December is Aba's most important season. Tailors receive orders months ahead. Fashion designers work overnight. Footwear makers increase production. Christmas outings are serious business. In Aba, clothes are not just worn, they are inspected. What you wear on Christmas Day says something about your year. Aba thrives in December because the East believes in looking successful, not just being successful. If Onitsha feeds the East, Aba dresses it. December is Aba's harvest season. Tailors work overnight. New designs debut. Christmas outings are prepared months in advance. In Aba, Christmas fashion is not about trends, it is about pride. Owerri becomes something else entirely in December. Hotels fill up, bars extend seating, nightclubs multiply events, concerts, carnivals, pool parties, and nightlife define the city. For many youths across the southeast, December in Owerri is the highlight of the year. It is where friendships are renewed, where relationships begin, where memories are created. Owerri in December is the reward after a long year. Owerri changes personality in December. Hotels fill up, clubs expand parking space, concerts, carnivals, and nightlife dominates the city. For many young people, December in Owerri is their only vacation. In Nnewi, December is business season. Industrialists return home. Factories are inspected. New projects are commissioned. Roads are repaired privately. Schools receive donations. Hospitals receive equipment. Oka, Olu, Abakaliki, Afibo. These towns triple in population. Temporary markets emerge. Event centers are fully booked. Local economies explode. For 2 weeks, these towns outperform many Nigerian cities. In Nnewi, December is the season of industry. Factories are commissioned. Business meetings happen in living rooms. Roads are repaired privately. Oka, Olu, Abakaliki, Afibo. These towns and cities expand beyond their normal limits. Temporary markets emerge. New estates are unveiled. For 2 weeks, population density triples. The village is where December becomes sacred. Houses that stayed locked for months come alive. Generator hums through the night. Cows are slaughtered. Rice is shared. Key December activities: traditional weddings, burials, title-taking ceremonies, age-grade lunches. In Igboland, a December burial can fund roads, schools, and clinics. December creates temporary prosperity. Transporters earn months of income in weeks. Caterers multiply profits. Youths find short-term employment. Money circulates rapidly. This is why December matters. It sustains local economies. December creates an informal economic boom. Transporters thrive. Caterers multiply incomes. Youths find temporary work. This is development without government. With celebrations comes pressure. Traffic congestion worsens. Security demands increase. Costs rise sharply. Yet, the people endure because Christmas must be celebrated properly. Christmas in the Southeast is not about luxury. It is about return. Return to roots. Return to responsibility. Return to identity. For a few weeks every year, the Southeast reminds Nigeria and the world that development can come from culture, not government. Christmas in Southeast Nigeria is not about escape. It is about return. Return to roots. Return to responsibility. Return to the land that made you. For a few weeks every year, Southeast Nigeria reminds the world that development does not always come from government. Sometimes it comes from culture. If you have experienced Christmas in the Southeast, you would understand. If you haven't, this is your invitation. Like this video, share it with someone in the diaspora. Subscribe because we document the stories others overlook.